And here is the leaders of the fifth and final tribe, the Marillions. Uh, I do really like the Marillions a lot. I know I was a Underworlder diehard for the longest time of the game, but when Marillions showed up, they really they resonated with me because of their horrific eldritch designs and their play style. But the main thing I want to discuss are the leaders, I'm going to have to put in quotations, of the Marillion faction. So originally we had Ani the Oligarch. Ani was the main big bad who was waiting patiently behind the doors of the deep mines for his people to escape, and then he quickly moved to subjugate the entirety of Param and take it over. He wanted to flood the world and make it a Marillion paradise. And of course, all four of the other tribes banded together, defeated him, and he is one of the few creatures in the game that, we had to canon, he was killed off and he no longer exists in the current timeline. And a lot of people wondered, what does this mean for the Marillions shortly after the Marillion invasion failed? Well, thankfully, they do hint at that Marillions still existed, but they were very much in a power vacuum, trying to figure out how to replace this larger-than-life creature who could dominate hundreds, if not thousands, with his very mind. And the way that works is they had these shadowy gatherings. Often, I believe it's the Azaya group that would get together and still try to operate behind the scenes, probe the minds of creatures of Param for more information, and try to plan their next move. And I think that is where Fal'Makin, while not being the biggest or baddest Marillion around, because there are plenty of other chieftains that could have easily taken that title, I believe he has the smarts and the organization with the fluid morphers to sort of sustain themselves while they are weakened, while they're disorganized. And I would say that he would make a good replacement big bad with the Marillion tribe should they continue the story after the fact of the Marillion invasion. And Marillion's really interesting. They are all based off of Lovecraftian designs of being very deep sea fish oriented, or just otherworldly looking slimes, or it's very oceanic and very cool. But the main thing is that this is all the information we have, as they were a very new addition to Chaotic right before the ending of the game, and after their failed invasion, they're kind of just scattered to the wind, trying to pick up the pieces of their failed plot.